Hey guys, I'm Chris. Welcome back to my channel. In last video, I shared you guys a couple of my tips on how to breed leopard geckos. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all the hatchlings that hatched out this year in 2022. It's still a little early, but I have few that hatched out this year. And so I'm gonna be sharing with you guys in this video. And so for that reason, stick around. But as you guys know, before I start and handling my geckos, it's time to wear some gloves. Right now, I have like 5 hatchlings that hatched out this year. And let me bring the camera a little bit closer. All right, so here is total 4 tops that we have in here. And some of the tops has 2 geckos in each bins, just because I have these 2 hatchlings that came from same parents, and I want to keep on track how they each turn out. But as they get bigger, I'm gonna separate them in a different top. But for right now, they're super tiny, so I think it's still fine. Alright, so the very first one that I want to show you is going to be one of the male, temperature sex male. It's not guaranteed yet, although it was incubated in a male temperature. Sometimes there's a chance where they could be a female as they get bigger. So this baby was from Chanel, the Super Snow Galaxy, the Pied Galaxy that you guys know of. And here is the example. And as you can see, it has a really good bold patterns. And as you guys know, if you've been watching my video, I try to put a lot of effort to create these really good bold patterns because I just like bold pattern recently. So I try to do a lot of these bold projects. This gecko has a snow with these bold, amazing bold pattern. And also it's a hat eclipse. It's 100% hat eclipse because the female is eclipse, visual eclipse, and the male was a hat eclipse. So for that reason, if it hatch, then there's only 2 ways. It's going to be 100% hat eclipse or eclipse. So for that reason, this gecko has a bold pattern, snow, and 100% eclipse. Now it's getting a little bit more brighter than what I expected, but still it looks really amazing. This is one of the oldest one from 2022 projects, and I'm still waiting to see how things goes. Now for the second baby, it's basically a clutch mate from one of the hatchling that I showed you earlier for the male hatchling. It's just a younger because, as you guys know, temperature sex female, when you're basically incubating in a female temperature, it normally takes a little bit longer, 2 to 3 weeks longer than the male temperature. So although they're clutch mates, this one hatched out on January 27th, and the male that I showed you earlier actually hatched out on January 5th. So this one is gonna look a little bit more smaller than the previous one, but as you can see, it has really amazing pattern right there in the back. It's not solid, but it has a really interesting straight dot pattern. So I'm pretty excited to see how this hatchling will turn out. But this is a temperature sex female. As you can see, it has that white nose, white hat pattern, so it definitely has an eclipse. And also, if you look at, I'm not sure if you can see it through the video, but it has a solid dark eye, so it is eclipse. And also it has a white socks pattern on its leg, so that basically proves it out to be eclipse. Now for the third one, this is one of the ones that a lot of people like when we do this project, and it is the blood tangerine projects that a lot of people like about. Now there is a 2 clutch mate, both of them are temperature sex female, which is going to be high possibility of becoming a female. And the interesting about this geckos is that although they are from same parents, the one on the right seems to have a really good saturations compared to the one on the left. Although the orange color can always change as they get older, but from my experience, I'm pretty sure this one is gonna be really cool. Because I'm not sure if you can see it clearly. Right here, you can pretty much see like a big difference. Like for blood tangerines, when we first worked on this blood tangerine projects, most of the hatchlings usually look like this on the left. But as you guys do more line breeding, which I've been doing with a different type of blood crossing to prevent all these line breeding issues, this came out really, really orange. And also, if you look at closely, the carrot tail is already growing right here. So it's, I assume this gecko will have a really good potential carrot tails as it gets bigger. Now on the left side, it's still pretty looking cool, but comparing to the right one, I really like the color of the geckos that's showing on her body. And people sometimes ask if these patterns will stay as they get bigger, but for these blood tangerine, from my experience, as they get bigger and they do more shedding, it starts to fade out. Now, sometimes some dots could stay, but in this case, I'm pretty sure the pattern right here will eventually fade out and become a dark or bright orange. And the good quality geckos, which a lot of people want to know, is usually when you look at their tails, usually baby like hatchling geckos don't really show a lot of carrot tails, but as you guys see in both of these geckos, where's another one? Yeah, right here. You can already see these good chunk carrot tails slowly growing on both of these geckos. Like as you can see on the tip, there's a carrot tails as well. So these are going to be amazing. And out of all my blood tangerine projects, we do have some of the clients who already put their whole deposit in there to just guarantee their blood tangerine. So I'm pretty sure these amazing ones will eventually go to those people who are on our wait list. Now for our last one, this is from V, which is our very first Galaxy line gecko. She was paired with, so this gecko actually was paired with one of our bright Eclipse snow male with a super snow Eclipse. V is basically super snow Eclipse, which is, in other words, we call it Galaxy. They are basically the same clutch mate, temperature sex female. An interesting thing about this two is that they look totally different, although their parents are exactly the same and same clutch mate. One on the left right here is a super snow Eclipse. When it was super young, this gecko didn't have any pattern. It kind of looked like pink color gecko with no pattern, but as she gets bigger, she's starting to show this little pattern coming out from her body, from the back to her head. I'm trying to show you guys a really good view, but as you can see, she already had that pied marking on her overhead. And I'm not sure how she will turn out, but she looks pretty cute. On the right side, this one came out super dark, which I'm kind of excited to see how things will turn out for this one. But right now, I'm seeing it as a solid dark eye, so I'm assuming this is a super snow. But when they're really young, it's really hard to see their eye patterns and things like that. So I'm not sure if this is a solid dark eye or it's just too small to see that. I don't know what it's called. The snake eye pattern. I just forgot. Sorry guys, but yeah, so I'm not sure if it's a snow or super snow yet, but one thing that I know for sure is that it has a really good dark color with a good pattern on its tail. As you can see, it has a little bit of bold patterns that's already showing on its tail. So basically those are the geckos that hatched out so far, and we have approximately close to 100 eggs right now that are incubating. From my calculations, I think there's gonna be at minimum more than 200 geckos that are gonna be hatched out this year, or maybe it could be 300, but I try to lower down the geckos this year because I have so many things going on with our new projects, product lines, which I'm putting a lot of time into, and I really want to balance out the time with the geckos and products together. So this year I won't be producing a lot of geckos, but definitely I will have some decent geckos for our waiting list clients. So if you're watching this video and if you've been signed up for our wait list, you can definitely expect some really good ones, maybe around May or June. Now, I'm pretty surprised we're almost out with 2021 Leopard Gecko Hatchling, and I was actually planning on bringing those geckos to our very first expo that's happening in March in Dallas. But I guess I will now only have very few to bring, and since I only have very small amount of geckos left for adoptions, I don't know, they might go out before the expo even happened. And one of the questions that I get asked often recently is that if we would ever go out of states to become a vendor for other reptiles expos. And my answer to that will be yes. However, because I don't feel comfortable taking all the geckos with me for a long distance, as if for right now, I think we will just have a products available at our booth if it happens, except our local expo that's happening in Dallas. But anyway guys, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. God love, peace out. Hey look, if you enjoyed that video, I went ahead and picked out another special video that I know you're gonna find it immensely valuable. You can find it right here. There, I know you're gonna love it, and I'll see you in the next one.